Hello, and welcome to Living History. If you were with us last week, you will hopefully remember that we were talking about Harriet Tubman, one of my favorite women in history. Well, today we are going on a decidedly different track. Today we will learn about Benito Mussolini, an Italian totalitarian leader. Mussolini was the founder of fascism and a leader of Italy from 1922 to 1943. He allied Italy with Nazi Germany and Japan in World War II. Mussolini was born on the 29th of July in 1833 in Protopiano in northern central Italy. There was very few job prospects there, so Mussolini moved to Switzerland in 1902 at the age of 19. Then he became involved in socialist politics. He returned to Italy 2 years later and worked as a journalist in the socialist press. His support for Italy's entry into World War I led him to break with socialism. In September 1915, he was drafted into the Italian army. In March of 1919, Mussolini formed the Fascist Party. Fascism is a governmental system led by a dictator having complete power, forcibly suppressing opposition and criticism, regimenting all industry, commerce, and the like, and emphasizing an aggressive nationalism and often racism. He then gathered the support of many unemployed war veterans. They were organized into armed squads that were known as the Black Shirts. They terrorized their political opponents. By 1921, the Fascist Party was asked to join a coalition government. By October of 1922, Italy seemed to be slipping into political chaos. The Black Shirts marched on Rome, and Mussolini presented himself as the only one capable of restoring order. Mussolini was invited to form a government by King Victor Emmanuel. Mussolini slowly dismantled the institutions of democratic government. By 1925, he had made himself dictator. He took the title Il Duce. He set out to try and reestablish Italy as a great European power. His regime was held together by strong state control and Mussolini's cult of personality. Mussolini invaded Abyssinia, now Ethiopia, in 1935 and added this conquest into his new Italian empire. He proceeded to provide military support to Franco in the Spanish Civil War. Increasing cooperation with Nazi Germany culminated in the 1939 Pact of Steel. Influenced by Hitler, Mussolini began to introduce anti-Jewish legislation in Italy. In June 1940, he announced the declaration of war on Britain and France, which exposed Italian military weakness and was followed by a series of defeats in North and East Africa and the Balkans. June 1943, Allied troops landed in Sicily. Mussolini was overthrown, imprisoned by his former colleagues in the fascist government. In September, Italy signed an armistice with the Allies. The German army began the occupation of Italy, and Mussolini was wrecked by German commandos. He was installed as leader of a new government, but he had very little power. As the Allies advanced northwards through Italy, Mussolini fled towards Switzerland. He was captured by Italian partisans and shot on the 20th of April, 1945. We will be showing an interview of someone from the Black Shirts, and we will also be showing short clips of some of Mussolini's most famous quotes. Hello, and welcome. Here today is one of the members of the Black Shirts. Hello.
Hello.
So, you're a member of the Black Shirts?
Yes, indeed I am.
So, in your own words, what are the Black Shirts?
They are the personal army of the fascist government.
And so, what were the original or most of the members of the Black Shirts?
They were mostly unemployed war veterans.
Well, thank you for your time today, and I hope we'll do it again soon.
Fascism should be more appropriately be called corporatism, because it is a merger of a state and the corporate power. It is humiliating to wear a man with our hands folded while the others write history. It matters little who wins. To make a people great is unnecessary to send them on to battle, even if you have to kick them in the pants. That is what I shall do. Democracy is beautiful in theory, for? Moral guidance. War is to man, but the maternity is to a woman. From a philosophical and doctrinal viewpoint, I do not believe in perpetual peace.
And I thank you all for joining us today. I thank our guests and the person who donated the Mussolini film. Now, here's wishing you a good week and hoping you live in history. Goodbye.